When we played tag in grade school, wanted to commit. But chasing boys just a thing. You crossed your heart, you quit. When we grew up, you traded. You promised for a ring. Now just like back in grade school, you're doing the same old thing. Stop the love you say may be your own. Darling, take it slow, or someday you'll be all alone. Better stop the love you say may be your own. Darling, look both ways before you cross me. Heading for a danger. Okay, stop. Okay, there's no drum roll, nothing. I know. I look hideous right now. I look very hideous. But when you finish watching this video, you'll understand the reason why I look like this. Even though places are opening up again and we're allowed to go out soon, doesn't mean I'm going to walk out like this. So let me explain. I noticed a lot of you in my comments have been seeing me get different hairstyles. You know, the twists, me straightening my hair, me doing canos, box braids, all of that. I've noticed a lot of you in the comment section have been saying that I need a trim. It would look better with a trim. It would look better if you got a haircut. It would look better if you get a shaper. I know. And some of you are probably thinking,
I thought he said that his dad was a barber.
It is true. My dad is a barber, but guess what? I didn't want this to be cut. I don't even know what hairstyle this is called. I don't know if it's a low, high top. It's not even a taper. People say it's a taper. It's not a taper. I don't know what it is. It's pretty obvious that I'm going to grow out my undercut. I was really thinking long and hard about this because this is something you have to actually sit down and think whether you're going to do it or not. Like, you can't just get up and be like,
oh yeah, I'm gonna grow out my undercut.
No, like, this takes a lot of thought because one, it's a lot of time and effort, and two, you have to be very patient with it and you have to take care of your hair as well. Originally, I was planning to grow out my undercut from the last lockdown, but I was thinking, no, I'm not going to do it because I only decided to do it and take care of my hair properly when we were getting closer to the lockdown ending. But I was thinking, college is starting, there's a creators link up event with YouTubers and TikTokers. I don't want to go there looking scruffy, you know? So I just thought, let me just get my hair cut again and just, you know, go along with it and look fresh again. So we ended up in lockdown again, and I noticed that college is pretty much ending soon. My college, I don't know if it's the same for any other college or sixth form, but I finish on the 30th of June. So I finished pretty soon if you think about it, because what's the date now? It's the 5th of March. Before you know it, it's April, Easter's gonna happen, May, June. So it only made sense for me to grow out my hair. A lot of you didn't notice I was even doing this because of this, and this thing has been saving me a lot. And this is what I'm going to be using most of the time when I'm going out anyway. Because the advantage that I have is that I can still get my hair done. I can still get this done and, you know, wear this around my hair so that my undercut is hidden. But the plan for me is that when this gets long enough to braid, actually it is long enough to braid. Let me just say this first. Before this video, I had this in braids, and yeah, it is long enough to braid. I didn't do canos because I can't really do canos with it this short. I'll have to wait till it gets a bit more length, but it was in tiny braids. I just combed it out. Only reason I did that was because I was on my online lesson, and you know, online lessons get boring sometimes. And I was just there fiddling with my hair, and then I was like, wait, I can do something with this. I can do something. So after my lesson, I decided to attempt to braid it, and it actually worked. I could actually braid it. So I was like, okay, cool. So I did it all around my head. So that's why you may see like tiny partings. Yeah, I just took them out to do this video. I thought this was the right time because I had to wait till I kept it in for a short time. I didn't want to keep it in too long and too short, you know. So when this grows out long enough, what I'm planning to do is to get hairstyles that will blend in with my undercut, if that makes sense. So to you lot that don't understand, this is what I'm talking about. My God is awesome. He can move mountains, keep me in the valley, hide me from the rain. My God is awesome. So hairstyles like this, for example, you lot should be able to see that if it focuses. It should be able to focus. Hairstyles like the pot smoke braids will probably be the hairstyles that I'll be wearing the most because it's easy for it to blend into my hair, especially when this grows out long enough to get these K-nose. But actually, why are they called the pot smoke braids? Because I've been getting this hairstyle before they were even called the pot smoke braids. Like, I had this hairstyle when I was a baby. Anyway. But yeah, RIP to pot smoke, man. These braids are probably the best braids for me to wear in terms of blending my hair in with my undercut. You know how I said at the start of the video that you have to really sit down and think about this? Like, I've mentioned it to people and people are like,
you sure you really want to do that, bro?
But I'm just like, I'm gonna do it. Here's my thing. I noticed a lot of people, men nowadays, have these fades, have these high top fades, have these taper fades with all their braids and their long hair. But this is how I think about it. I don't know, in 20, 30 odd years time, are you gonna have the same hairstyle? Because with me, I want long hair for a long time, like as long as I can live. There may be some point where I'll just get that voice telling me, you know, it's time to cut it. But until that, I want long hair for a long time. And I don't know if that's the case for other men, but is it going to look right with you getting that same haircut all the time, paying money to get the same haircut, when you can just have a full head of hair without even having to pay, unless you want a shape up? Well, you don't even have to get a shape up at some points because of the way some of the hairdressers can do your hair really well. I don't know if you lot feel the same way, but that's for me, because I don't want to be getting the same haircut every 2 weeks with different braids. Like, I find it so boring, because I noticed when I was younger, I did have a full head of hair before I decided to cut it after getting ideas from people, which I shouldn't have, and I deeply regret, because look how long my hair would have been now. But anyway, it's still long. It's longer than it was when I cut it back in 2017. So yeah, here, like, you can see I had a full head of hair here. You know, I didn't even have a shape up here. Like, that's what I'm talking about. It still looks decent, and I don't even have a shape up there. So that's what I want to, like, kind of go back to, because getting a haircut every 2 weeks is so stressful, so irritating. Sometimes your plans don't work. Sometimes this and that gets in the way of things, and you can't, you know, it's too much. Another example here, when I had the fishbone K-nose. This was one of my favorite hairstyles. It still is. But this is a hairstyle I can get with my undercut blended in as well, because, you know, obviously you have to braid it up here and then leave it out, and then you do the big K-nose there. So that's a hairstyle I'll probably try out in the future again. And this one here, when my hair was in K-nose and then twists at the back, like, this was one of my favorites as well. I didn't even have a proper shape up there. Shape up wasn't even done until like 2 weeks before I took that picture. So it just goes to show I don't need to get a shape up all the time when I have that hairstyle. Look again. So there's so much advantages to it. So that's the main reason to why I'm going back my undercut. Another thing is that my undercut isn't that, like, there's not too much hair that's gone. Like, it's just a little bit, if that makes sense. Like, you know how people would have the high top and half their hair is gone? Like, with me, there's just a tiny bit that's down here. So it will be able to grow back in the right way, and I can still get the hairstyles that I used to get as a child. I used to get when I was like 12, 11 years old. So you lot that are new and have just subscribed to me and just started watching me also, like, I've said this in my older videos, but I was inspired by Jaden Smith. I know a lot of you watched that movie Karate Kid, that movie he was in, and I was inspired to get K-nose from then, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to grow my hair and stuff like that. And I still love that hairstyle, you know, just the straight back K-nose. I just showed it to you a while ago. This one right here, I used to just love that. Like, say if my sister was doing my hair and she didn't want to do anything too extra, like, I was just cool with the straight back K-nose. Like, I just find that so cold. I just find that so calm. I just like those K-nose so much. But that's probably one of my favorite hairstyles, if I'm going to be honest. As my hair is already long, you lot would notice that, say if I did K-nose, let me just show you an example. Say if I did K-nose, it'll come all the way down here. But when my undercut goes back, it will come all the way down there, if that makes sense, because it's being blended into my hair. So that's what I can't wait for. Like I literally can't wait. But at the end of the day, a lot of people say that I'm gonna look scruffy, I'm gonna look like I'm rough, but this is here to help me. Like, this is gonna be my best friend for the whole of this year. Well, just as long as just until this goes back. Over here in London, I don't know if this is the same all over the UK, but hairdressers and hair shops are gonna open back on April. I can't remember what day in April, but by then this should be long enough for me to get hairstyles that will blend into my undercut. So I honestly can't wait. I know it's gonna fly by quickly because this is going fast. Like, I'm telling you, a lot of people say that I use this and that. Listen, I'm gonna show you what I put in my head. This is all I do. Show you lot from now so that people don't keep asking me the same question every single day. So this is coconut oil, Blue Magic, but it doesn't matter. Coconut oil works. Or Blue Magic. Whatever grease you use in your hair, that's fine. But I literally use this about every 2 days or so. I just wet my hair first and then apply the coconut oil in there. That's all I do. That's all I've been doing. So there's nothing special that I'm using. There's no special shampoo, none of that. That's all I have been doing. And really and truly, people do say if you're going back your undercut, you should leave it alone. But once it's long enough to braid or to catch anything with it, do something with it, because it's going to grow quickly. And that's the results that I got from this. And for me, this is better than just shaving off all of my hair as a whole and just restarting. I think that's such a waste of time. So I'm not gonna do that. I just thought I'd grow this out because, like I said, it's just a small bit of hair that needs to go back. And knowing how my hair grows fast, it will catch up to this. But if anything, I'll just cut it all to the same level when this gets long enough to like 2 or 3 years. So yeah, it's time is gonna fly by. So I'm just gonna sit back, do what I need to do in my life, and just see the results in my hair. But anyway, if you lot enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. If you're new, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That does help a lot, you know, when you lot hit the like button, because it means I can come on people's recommended, and that's a good thing. Because we're trying to get to 4K subscribers, man. We just hit 3.8K. I thank you lot so much for that. We just need 200 subscribers left. I said at the start of the year we're hitting 4,000, bro. Just 200 subscribers left, man. Come on, guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share my videos. Listen, even sharing my videos on your Instagram stories, on your Snapchat stories, on your TikToks. Do all of that. Like, we'll just continue to grow as the Afro Sheen gang. People be like, oh, this guy looks lit. This coat looks lit. The Afro Sheen gang looks lit, you know? So just stuff like that. You know how Nico Milano has the NDL just everywhere? Like, if you see everybody's live streams, you just see NDL, NDL. Like, something like that, bro. Let's get to that level. Even though it might take like 10 years. But anyway, let me know if you lot are going to try to grow your undercuts. I know some of you have like messaged me and said that you've decided to restart, like cut your hair off and restart. I've seen some of you lot grow your hair back with a full head, and bro, the progress is mad. Keep it up, you lot, man. Keep it up. But yeah, if you want to do the same thing that I'm doing, feel free to, because but all I'm going to say to you is that you just have to have a lot of patience, and you have to make sure that you got this, because this is going to be your best friend. But anyway, I feel so gassed that I can comb this out now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Turn on your notifications so you can come in the live streams. I'm out in a bit.
Please subscribe. Please. Please.